Hey y'all, it's your girl, Miss V, live here from Tyler's JMA studio. Um, just taking random questions tonight. We just kicking it. Anything you got, anything you want to ask the kid, cause she here for all the smoke, whether it's smoke and mirrors or not. Ask me, and I'm here, and I'm gonna ask her the questions. So, Big Fun Fun Park gonna give us some, gonna kick us off with some. Big Fella, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's go. Hey, over there on I was gonna say YouTube, Instagram. Hey, Instagrammers.
Relationships.
Ooh, what about relationships? Are relationships realistic anymore? I don't think that relationships are realistic anymore.
And why not?
It seems to me like now people get in relationships if it's business related. Oh yeah, because that person can work for me. They can do this part of my business, or they good for me in this area and that area. Is not so much as I just love him, or I'm in love with her. I want to be with this person. It seems like you don't hear that anymore. You hear more of people getting together for some reason. For some reason, you know what? It's because you like dope music, I like dope music. We dope together. Can we get? Cause so when music go off, where you at? Where's the relationship when the music turn off? Who are you talking to?
What you think?
I think it's bullcrap. I think relationships, those titles, is nothing. If you don't find somebody that you genuinely love, love is a deep thing to do. Love is like big. And if you don't really like love the person, sometimes you gotta let people go. Move on. Leave them alone. Don't give them such a hard way to go. Because you ain't gonna do right by them.
Hmm.
And a lot of people get hurt that way. Or get stuck in their ways because you come in relationships doing whatever it is you're used to doing forever. Whatever you know that you've been doing, it always works, so you always end up doing the same kind of thing. But before you know it, that thing don't work for this new person.
So,
So the new person like, what the fuck is this? And then you go on the outside thinking you doing everything right. No, you just doing what you used to doing. What you used to doing don't work for everybody. Like say, let's give you an example. Some men, hey y'all, YouTube, we just taking random questions. Send me a question, and I got you. Good evening, how you feeling? Um, say you in a relationship with somebody who, the guy, all he want to do is just buy things. I want to buy you this. I'm gonna buy you that, and she take all the gifts. But the thing is, which is real prevalent nowadays, women make a lot more money than a lot of guys. Your gifts they go but so far because most of the shit she already got or she finna buy it anyway. You gotta give her a little bit more. You can't beat the street and then buy a gift or be like Ike Turner busting in her mouth and then get her a present. Those gifts don't work no more. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me I'm wrong. I'm seeing TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Am I wrong? Say I'm wrong. I just don't think relationships are not like they used to be. I think people look at it for what can be beneficial
so
for them.
what was relationships to you? What do you think the difference is?
Not like the love is not there. That people just like you a lot. I like you more than I like that one. Because one thing people do have a tendency to do is date more than one person at a time. So I like this one out of the five, so I'm gonna ride with this one. Now, no, you don't even love this one either. She just better than the five, the other four that was in the group. Almost like basketball. You got 15 people on the bench, but I'm gonna take the starting five because I feel like that's the best move. Then they get out there and somebody gotta get subbed and switched out. Why? Because they ain't do a good job right off the rip. That relationships don't last, and then you find people get married, and the marriage don't last. You go together longer than the marriage. It's like professional cake cutters. Like y'all just run this motherfucker just cutting cake for fun. And I mean, they spending stacks on weddings. I think it's crazy. Y'all probably don't want no more of that. Let's go to the next question. I just think relationships should be real. It should be deep. You got to look at your person and say, is this my person? Like, can I see, especially at such an age as 45 and older, can I see this person actually, if I'm sick, taking care of me? Can this person bathe me? Can this person, give me my medicine? Will they pick up my fucking medicine? Will they, make sure, if I fall, make sure that my leg ain't broke? You know what I'm saying? They gotta fit more of a bill than, she do like nice things. So I'm gonna pick her because she always fly. Cause that fat ass, I mean, damn, at 65, that thing is about a fucking ton at this point. And you can't get up without taking something, because about 65 men have erectile dysfunction most of the time. So you done burned the fat ass for fun, for show. For one of your friends, because that's who's going to make the first move. It's going to be a friend. Rodney Pierce, what he did? I can't see your comment, but I want big fella from the park, read Rodney Pierce comment on Instagram. I don't know, it's long. Why is it always about buying and gifting when people don't, okay, thank you. When people don't communicate and see if they are really compatible. And that's the point I'm trying to make, Rodney Pierce. That's why I said that's the difference with the relationships now. People don't look to see if they're compatible. They look to see if you fit the bill. If you fit the bill for arm candy. Because they want to be able to, when they go out, they can show you off to their friends. They want to know if you can fit the bill, what kind of money she makes. Because if I go low, I need her to have some coins. They looking for you to be they're a substitute for all the wrong things. Not because I love her so much. I feel so deep. Her heart is so compassionate. Just it's never that. Rodney, I don't get it, but we take the question. So hit me with another question. I'm ready for the next question. But nobody looks for compatibility, Rodney Pierce. And I think it comes from social media too. Because most people meet through social media now. And you have a tendency, the stupidest thing I think is so stupid, is go on somebody's page and look at all their pictures and think that that's the person. But really, you only getting what you see on the post. Who the fuck posts there up in the morning with a scarf and rollers in their hair pictures? Nobody. So you really don't see who you looking at. He said, is it another one? Oh, he said, that's all that.
That's all the materialship which comes in a true relationship. People have to put in the work to build.
Yeah, but the thing is, don't you want to build with somebody who you want originally, though? Like Rodney, what makes her the one for you originally? Yeah, you got to put in the work, you got to build it, but you still don't want to build on nothing that's not solid. I'm not building my house on swamp water. That's crazy. I know I'm about to sink. House is not standing at all. But a lot of people do it. And unfortunately, I hate to say it as a woman, but a lot of women just take what they can get. Long as he available, they taking them. And a lot of these guys be bullshit. Flat out. They just ain't worth the ground that they walk on. So, no. But right now, yeah, I think people need to build. You got to build, but you got to build with who you want, who your person is. Sit back and think. A lot of people don't even know what they really want in a relationship. He said we all have, Peter said, we all have physical traits. We all like, okay, is on here?
Should be.
Yeah, okay. He said we all have physical traits we like, but most people only want the physical and not the emotional. And that so Rodney Pierce, that's when it comes in effect for you to understand, is this person for me? Because if the physical is what you want every time first, this person not even for you. This not even a person for you. Sexually they are. They're available. There they go. The physical attraction is the main thing. You ever see some people who've been together 100 years, the man this tall, this big, the woman's short, petite, cute, they've been together about 60 years, don't even look like they probably would know each other, they probably met at church or something. That's because regardless of what the physical was, they knew in the long run, this love gonna last. I love her. He loved me. I love him. And it worked. You gotta build on something like that. Next question. Masal, give me another question, Chuck.
Abstinence.
Hey, L&D Reese, we taking all types of questions from Ms. B tonight. So you got a question, put it in there, and I'm answering it, please, and thank you. All right, what you just say? What you just say, Trip?
It's a question, how you feel about a lot of these couples not having sex and still together?
Ooh, I think that's crap. Having sex and not being together is a setup because emotionally, especially if it's good, but a lot of times even if it's not good, that sex brings you together with somebody. That orgasm can bring an explosion that make you feel some kind of way. So why are you having sex and y'all not together no more? Because emotionally, y'all getting attached. People can say, "Oh, I can sleep with somebody with no feelings." You can say it.
So you believe in them soul ties?
I believe in the soul ties. Yeah, I believe in those. Rodney Pierce said, "Emotional connection is the answer." You gotta know. That's what I'm saying, Rodney. You gotta know when you're emotionally attached. Ellen D. Reese said, "What's the best way to help your woman in postpartum depression?" Ellen D. Reese, that's a big question. It's because it's such a sensitive situation. It's really like not a lot that you can do. You can research it. I believe that you can you will want to be there for whatever the needs are. Help us smooth things out. Make things an easy transition. First of all, you gotta understand that a woman giving birth is a life or death situation. She can literally die having this baby. So you should be right there to pamper her from beginning to end. Make sure that she's good. By the time the baby gets 2 months, she should be on her feet soaring. But yeah, I think you should be there to pamper her. Like, taking the walks that you take. Make sure that she eat the proper things that she should eat. Be there for her. Help her, love on her. Because that postpartum depression make you feel like nobody even cares. Oh, God, this baby crying again. That's how people end up drowning the baby and shit. Because ain't nobody there to help them. I'm sorry, but that's what they end up doing difficult things is what I'm going to say. Because nobody's there to help them. What's that, Big Teddy? Hey, Big Teddy. Rodney Pierce said, support her and get some real consoling. That was for you, Ellen D. Reese. Support her. Support is very, very big from the time she knows she's pregnant until at least 2 months. She might get on your nerves, but you gotta understand she carrying a whole human being inside of her body. So everything here is pushed up because the baby is growing, and all her insides is pushed all up in her chest. And that can make her emotionally sick just because she got to throw up all the time, or she got to pee all the time, or certain smells make her sick. So you got to really be there for her. It's all about me and my kids. Is that my girl? She said, make it easy to make it easy for her. Help more. Be her moral support. That's another good one, Elden D. Reese. Be her moral support. Be her coach. Be in her corner. Even if you're at work, send a text, make a phone call. Let her know that she got you no matter what. No matter what. And it helps when you got family who can also push. You gotta let your family know to push. I think that was Lucy. I can't even tell if that was my girl. Ellen D. Reese came back to say, so am I walking on eggshells though? No, because you're still you. Nobody's asking you not to be you. We're just asking you to show your emotions and care. A lot of men don't really display all their emotions at one time and really don't know how to, I'm gonna cool the baby, I'm gonna help the child. What the thing is, be emotional, be there for her. Rub her back, say what you gotta say. If she got the baby and she having a hard time, pick the kid up, walk in the other room, feed the baby for her. Be there for her, just the support. So no, you shouldn't have to walk on eggshells because now you living in a horrible situation before you know it, you're gonna leave. But that's the first thing your mother probably tell you was, I'm not gonna let my son live in a bad situation. So you don't want to walk on eggshells, but you do want to be there to support her. Because also you already know her before pregnancy, so you already know how she is and how she rolls. So you know she worthy of it. Um, yeah, that's her. Yes, it's me, Lucy. Hey, Lucy! Big Lucy, shout out to White Lock, baby. Ellen D. Reese came back to say, sounds like most of the things I already do. Knows most of the things that you already do, and then once the baby come, you'll do more. You're already experienced, and you had a great mother to show you how you should tend to kids, your nieces and nephews. So you already up on the game. You actually got one up. You the type of person that you ready to watch all the cartoon movies, know all the songs. Those songs is gonna help put the baby to sleep. She'll appreciate that baby being able to go to sleep. Get a special pillow for her. She will appreciate that special thing. Little things that she'll like it. Ronnie Pierce said, be patient, considerate, but also keep it real with communication. That part is important. I don't want him to think that walking on eggshells will be that because he don't. And he said, you're very welcome. Love you. Oh, man. Um, anybody else? Who got the next question? Somebody got another question? Give me a question. Give me a question right here. I'm just ready to answer something. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got?
Yeah, about this thing trial.
Oh my God. So the whole day trial, I have not paid no attention. Was somebody reposted, I guess, canceled before, but they mentioned everything that Cassie said her in her defense when she was on the stand. I think it all sounds like rubbish. It all sounds crazy because when you look at it, it's like I don't even know who at fault. Cause a lot of the shit you was home and telling them you was in these pains. So to go back doesn't make sense to me. Like at what point do do you become the issue? At what point do you stand up and you become the issue? And I think that's where they dropped the ball with the R. Kelly trial too. Because then they let all the parents and the bouncers and security, all the managers, whatever, come and talk bad about him on that. It was like a three-part series they did. All those people who knew all those things should have been charged with something. So the Diddy trial is just he just danced too much, he showed up too much, and now the government like nigga, I'm gonna get in that ass, literally. Because the thing is, in a relationship, if you are nasty and y'all like doing freaky shit, that's your thing. And she even said, from what I've read, I don't know if she actually said it, that she didn't want him to go and find somebody else to do it. So she was willing to do it. So how we gonna feel for you understanding right now? Are we gonna stick to seeing you get beat in the hallway? Fuck yeah, I'm all for that, sis. What the fuck was he thinking? But all that sex stuff, we don't need to know about that. That's what people do in relationships. And then, like I said, within all of that, she said, well, I did it because I didn't want him to go get somebody else. All right, nasty. Well, you on the team. Draft, first draft pick right out of Duke. She the main one, center of attraction. You know what I'm saying? Like
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Like I don't even know what to call it this shit. I'm at the basketball game yelling Roll Tide. Ellen D. Reese said is disturbing really. Did Charles. So Ellen D. Reese, you must have been reading up on it. I haven't. I have not. A lot of people ask me have I been following. I did not. I have not been following. Rodney Pierce came back to say, I'm to the point where if you let your greed overwhelm your pain, you're a fool. But desperation makes you do desperate things. And Rodney Pierce, that's the thing. Like, how can I feel for you? Because y'all know me. I'm going to feel for the woman first all the time. I'm always going to have the woman back. But I need it to make sense. Like, 1 plus 1 does not equal Jello. It doesn't equal Jello. And I'm sorry, Cass, if you didn't know that. But it don't. You can't read me your text messages while you were home and then saying, I ain't want him to go get somebody else, so that's why I did it. No, because you being greedy for whatever he buying you, whatever he giving you, you took that. So now to get on the stage, all you're doing is really just putting your business in the street. You put it all at a disregard when you said, I didn't want him to go get nobody else, so I did it. Where's the pity? I don't understand. It sound logically like you knew what she was doing. And that's the same thing I said about the R. Kelly trial. At first, I wouldn't even mention it when that trial was going on because I felt like all the parents who were saying, well, because I was upstairs, but they was downstairs. I got an issue with you. With your kid, 15, in the basement with some dude making music for $500, and the mother or the father ain't been downstairs. Child neglect. Everybody going to jail. Like everybody should have been charged with something throughout their child. I don't get it. Rodney came back to say, fame and fortune, worth your soul. You know the guy's history. Buyer beware. And that's another thing, because you know what it ain't like Diddy wasn't somebody she have never heard of. These people act like, I know they say, well, they signed a contract. It was a leap in the contract. Well, this was in the contract and I had no idea. How many years do they say that? Because you have heard everybody down to fucking David Ruffin. Even David Ruffin had a beef with Otis about the contract. I mean, like, so come on, like, read this shit. Or prove it. Like, be some of these kids that's playing football. Nah, my mother gonna go ahead and run the that. If my mother say no, the answer is no. Y'all is no way that y'all want these music careers this bad that you gotta fuck so long that he said, no, get the baby or we just gonna keep the party going. Nigga, when he say that, you supposed to be grabbing your purse and getting out of there. They said they had sex like for a 4-day run one time. 4 days? She had dick in her ear and everything. She had, like, what did she do for 4 days?
That's how you know she had to be into it, too.
You have to be into it. And people can say that they not. You can say all what you want to say. When you are with your person, be honest. When you're with your person, you're with your mate. And if you're a nasty person, you do nasty things. Or you're cheating on your mate with somebody who do the nasty shit. That's all I'm going to say. Rodney Pierce said, money candy, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So I guess he said, so money, candy, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts everything absolutely. So basically, absolutely, everything is corrupted. So Rodney Pierce, if that's what you're trying to say, I can dig it. Because at the end of the day, you know when you get on the bandwagon, somebody introduce you to Diddy, you know what you're getting into. you're gonna do something. You hear too many stories to get in there and play like, oh, I didn't even know. Why would he ask me to take my shirt off, bitch? Because he asked 500 other people that signed contracts to take their shirt off, so you was next. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So as for me, with the Diddy trial, I'm not following it. I think a lot of sexual things is being put in the air. But if he's a sexual being and people know this, y'all go to his parties for this. Why y'all pulling it out there in court? Why y'all want to use it against him now? You know, I know it was some things said, like, you know, Usher had some issues from, you know, years ago. But he a grown man and he had therapy. Like, you already know if your son in the industry, he ain't going over Diddy's for the weekend. Like, some stuff you just got to know. We can't ride the back of everybody. Rodney Pierce said, right, big. Exactly. Rodney Pierce, I'm just saying, it is what it is. This is not nothing new that nobody knew about these people. I don't even know Diddy personally. And I already know if he say, they come to my party, I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna be able to make it. I'll be raped or something. I don't know. I'm fat. They fuck around, do everything to me off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know before you get invited not to go. And I'm quick to tell somebody, no, I ain't gonna be able to. I was going to go, but yo, I can't. You know, say it in a nice way. So she made everything she said uncredible to me when she said, I did it because he would get somebody else to do it, and I didn't want him to get nobody else. To me, everything Cassie said on the stand before that, trash. Trash! Nothing. Roll Tide, it meant nothing. It meant nothing. It meant nothing.
So May was mental health awareness, correct?
Yes.
So how do you feel like your May went? For all the interviews and reaching out to a lot of the brothers, how you felt like it went?
I think May, Mental Health Awareness Month, for me went pretty good. That was another reason why I didn't get into the Diddy thing, because I was too involved in the stuff going on in the studio. It went well. I got to hear stuff differently. It's like you don't know somebody who went to jail. They went to jail, they did a bit, they came home. And that's all you know. Or they probably was fighting over the jail, and that's all you know. But these guys were able to give details. The gentleman, Sabine, that we interviewed, had been in a prison of solitary confinement for 10 years. That, in your mind, that's touchy. Like, I was in awe that you actually talk to people. I saw him yesterday, he ain't had no shades on. I said, yo, you look different. I've never seen you without your shades. But I gotta understand, like, he went through a lot. So being around a lot of people probably just not his thing. I ain't pressed. You know, as he say, well, when you know, you know.
When you know, you know.
I think a lot of people of our race have an issue with digging into mental health awareness. And a lot of women have an issue with using. You're a narcissist. Women nowadays will call every man a narcissist. I don't know if they know the meaning of the word. They don't know how to spell the word. Yo, it just works in every situation. At first it was, you a gaslighter. Last year all I heard was somebody was getting gaslit. Now everybody a narcissist. Do we know the meaning of the word? And if you know narcissistic behavior, why are you falling into the hole every time? If and every person you date is a narcissist, you're a magnet. We got issues. You got issues. You need to change some stuff about you. Like, everybody is not a narcissist, and I want them to stop. Ladies do it all the time. He a narcissist. He was preying on me. No, you gave it up. He took it, and he don't want to come back over today. So now he a narcissist because he fucked yesterday and didn't come back today? No, that's not what that means. It just means he's not interested today. Women be moody and expect the world to change for them, and it doesn't work that way. We got to put in just as much work or our independency as the man. And the thing is, ladies, to learn that when the man is just not for you, if you know you're a person who only like to go certain places, you're a person that only like to eat certain things, and you want to date somebody that I'm pulling up to any burger joint I see, he only gonna go at Fells Point is the only place he willing to hang out at. He not for you. He not for you. We was here, a young lady was here, a gas one day, a haircut lady, and she said she want a man, if he ain't got a passport, she ain't even willing to date him.
What she said.
That's putting it right out there in the beginning. And if she dates somebody without a passport and it don't work out, guess what? It's her fault. Because you already set the standard and you broke your own rule. Rodney Pierce said it's not narcissistic behavior, it's a convenient excuse. That part, right? And that's actually what it is. It's just a convenient excuse. Everybody just want to say, oh, this person is a narcissist. Oh, you got narcissistic behavior. Oh, why was you? It's just what the word they decided to use. It'll be another word by the end of the year. Because the gaslighting didn't last long. I still never got down to the meaning of what is gaslighting. Big fella, do you know Rodney Pierce? Do you know? Somebody tell me.
Know.
What does it mean? Bring your thing up. I
I really don't know. I think it's no, I don't know.
I never found out what does the gaslighting mean. We were in here one day on the show, and the girl come up in the comments and told one of the guys on the show, because you gaslit me. We all sitting here like, what the fuck? I said, yo, like, what is? I just don't even know what gaslighting mean. I wish somebody would just tell me, Ms. V, what is gaslighting? Because I missed it. I missed the memo for that. I don't know what it is. I would like to know what it is. Tell me. What is gaslighting? Nobody knows.
No one knows.
So they went from gaslighting to everybody is a narcissist. And that's just another convenient excuse. So by the end of the year, they'll be calling everybody else something else. You eat like you hear people say is pee in the dating pool. Like the thing is like.
Oh, you hear women say, my mother said, everybody ain't got one of these.
First of all, I need you to pull your mic closer. That's one thing. Why? Come on, you supposed to be talking back to me. Rodney Pierce said, let me read his comment before I say something. He said, it's simply misleading someone for your own purpose. So that's what the gaslighting
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Misleading. So why not just say misleading? Why you gotta say gaslighting? You just make the shit sound so severe. You gaslighting me. That he damn near killed you. I hear gaslighting and I think gaslighting. Like I think severe. I think.
Yeah, you would take it as being embarrassing.
Yeah, it sounds very severe instead of just saying like Rodney Pierce said, you're misleading me and I'm unable to do this anymore. Don't it sound mature? Instead of coming out, yo, you gaslight me. What? I didn't blow your house up. I wasn't there. And now back to the other comment you made that women say, well, my mother said everybody ain't got one of these. Your mother is telling you that because she wants you to kind of keep it clean, shaved, purified, bathed, sent to the doctors, taken care of. She wanted to be special. Understand, every woman have one of those things that your mother told you about. Every woman had one. The thing is, every woman has one. The thing is just, don't treat it like trash. Don't just give it out like Halloween candy. Everybody that's not going to do a trick or treat, get some of this. That's what your mother don't want you to do. She wants you to make it special, but don't let her make you think nobody else has the one you have. I mean, it's probably better ones. Stop. If you're not 12, don't use that line. Rodney Pierce came back to say, it's better than calling someone a liar. So gaslighting is better than calling somebody a liar, Rodney Pierce? Just call them a liar. If they're a liar, they're a liar. Why can't I call you what you are? If you are a person that lied to me, if, I'm telling you, I'm a person that's going to prove the point every time. I'm going to battle down the point until, like, I'm going to break you down like a fucking fraction.
As we know.
Exactly. And it'll be a fraction. It might even be a little remainder on the side. But I'm going to break it down like a fraction. The thing is, you can't, if a person is a liar, simply just say, yo, you lying. I don't like how you move. I don't like how you move. I don't like how you do. No, I don't like how you did. Just say that. Don't be misleading and expecting her to take your gaslighting or being narcissistic. Nope, I ain't even using all them special words. Nigga, you a liar. You need to get on out of here. Don't expect women to be with y'all if you don't you ain't working. You in the house in her face all day. Or this is another thing they do. Be out all day, but be with friends all day. And then expect her to take whatever time you got left. She ain't interested. And that goes along with Ellen DeReese's question with the postpartum depression. Women don't want to be their last option for the end of the day. And that's when you become with those bad habits of phone calls all day long, texts all day long. You're like, damn, why she blowing my phone up? Cause nigga, she ain't gonna see you till it's time to go to bed. She trying to get all her conversation in now because she already know you. But y'all get so upset and worked up, wondering why she calls so much. She calls so much because it's the only way she won't see you while the sun is up. That's why. Rodney said it's our society or or political correctness. He says no one wants their feelings hurt. Laughing my ass off. It's a Pisces world. Hey, said very true. In Pisces world, we just taking questions. So if you got a question for me, just shoot it out there. But that's the thing. Nobody want their feelings hurt. But this is the thing, Rodney Pierce. If you are a liar, be prepared to be called that. If you tell me your name Kevin, expect me to say Kevin every time I see you. You can tell me your name Peanut every time I see you. Hey, little P, I might call you Ain't Nut. I might send it up. But if you got bad behaviors of lying, every fucking look at your lie. Yo, what the fuck is you lying about today? Every day you just a liar to me. And I'm a person you want on your team. I'm a really good person as a friend. And once you break that with me, it's really hard to get it back. And the apologies, most people say apologies work. To me, I don't trust them and that's just my own trauma in my life, things I went through in my past. That the apologies is just simply you trying to get across the bridge. I'm the troll under the bridge telling the Billy Goat, bitch, you come across here, I'm eating you up. Don't do it. I'm not allowing you to keep on apologizing and apologizing and apologizing. I'm just going to keep eating it. So what you think that other person, how they feel? Why do you think your apology made such an impact? No, it doesn't make sense to me. Is the Pisces World 2024 said, you're definitely a true friend. Thank you. I am. And tell people, and when I'm not, y'all know the fuck I cannot. If I don't want to. So stay on my good side all the time. Rodney Pierce said, yeah, that's why you're supposed to keep it real. And real people are shunned these days. Rodney Pierce, that's true. Because I feel like, to me, I am a real person. And I'll have 15 million viewers watching me. I don't have, a whole bunch of, like, when it's time to go to a function, invite me to your function, and if I can make it, I'm going to come, but I bet you I'll be by myself. I don't go with a whole bunch of people. I ain't doing all of that. So, Rodney Pierce, I got to agree with you on that real people get shunned these days. They downplay us a lot. And it's tough, but you got to be willing to deal with it. Can you deal with being the Can you deal with being a shunned person? I can deal with it. I don't like it sometimes. You know, sometimes weekends I be like, dang, I want to go somewhere. But it's like, when I get the clothes on, the fuck am I going? I'm going back to bed. I mean, like, it's really like nothing to even do because all you want to do is go sit amongst a bunch of fake people. Everybody lying about how much money they got, what they brought, what kind of car they had. Oh, I did this, that, and the third. Stop! You lying. That's what I want to say. So that's why I don't go to the stuff. Because I'm going to say, bitch, you the lie. You the lyingest bitch I ever seen. Go on vacation, come back, your lights off. Why? That vacation was not that important. That you risk your lights? I can't do it. I'm unable to do it. I'm unable to do it. What's our next question? We got next. Give me another question.
Let me think.
Don't think too long. Don't think too hard. You're trying to make sure that it's real. Oh, big fella from the park. Big fella from the park. Give me a good question. A good one. Brownie Pitts, give me a good question. He said, yeah, but it's less stress because you don't have to make pretend. It is, and it is less stress being real. But Rodney, why do so many people prefer to be fake though?
I don't know if it's being fake, but everybody can't handle the truth.
But you're telling your own truth.
Some people need to be lied to.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why? Why do you
They can't handle it. They can't handle the truth.
So you'll tell somebody a lie because you feel like they can't handle your truth.
Sometimes.
Because now you a liar.
Okay, you called me one before.
And you'll take that. Yo, I really can't. I really can't because at the end of the day, the thing that gets me is like, I don't know. Like, I don't see why I gotta give you a lie. If you can't handle the truth, you can't even handle me.
You come out there. How I look?
Baby, you look alright. You think I should wear this or something else? That one alright, but if you put on another one, it might be banging. But that one is alright.
Then you put that one on.
Damn, that wasn't the one. I was talking about the purple one. And then we gotta switch it up. I'm not letting you leave looking like trash. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I don't think like men always think they should lie to the woman and say, yeah, I see your weight going down. My weight going down. Babe, you might need a fluid pill. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to say it because if she don't get it from you, then she go out and get her feelings hurt from somebody, and she looking at you like, you let me go out like that, knowing people was gonna talk about me. All you gonna do is say yes. So now she walk around the house and not talking to your bitch ass. Like you ain't nobody.
I'm not gonna say yes.
What you gonna say? No, they lying. They jealous, babe.
I'm lying again.
So y'all just gonna give spit lies on top of lies. Rodney Pierce said, we know the majority of social media is BS lifestyles. Why front when you know the people who you know and they know you not that person? Rodney Pierce, I never understood that. Now, I used to post, you don't post who you post to be. Like, don't P-O-S-T. Who you ask you. So you know who you supposed to be. Like, post your real self. Because somebody know the real you. So while you sitting up there with your feet chilling and showing your big screen watching TV, somebody else in the house said, on Facebook, I'm going to tell you something, give y'all some clues about some people. And it might be a lot more women than men. When you see people post pictures all the time in the house, and cute as a button, look at the background. If they at that same particular wall, every time they take pictures in their house, That's the cleanest place in a whole fucking house. She's not clean. He's not clean. I just believe that. You just take the pictures in the same spot because you know your shit ain't clean. You know it's not clean. That's just what I think. Come on, next question.
Tell Rodney Pierce shoot you one.
Rodney, shoot me another question. Shoot me a question, Rodney Pierce. Rodney Pierce, shoot me a question. Rodney Pierce be trying to be polite to me. I've known Rodney Pierce a lot of years. He laughing his ass off about the picture background. Because it is true. I'm a person who will blow the background up.
Just to see. Just to hold that against that person.
Yo, I
So
swear.
you go in looking for
I
something wrong.
I go in looking at the picture for what it is.
But then you blow it all the way up.
No, when I want to laugh. When I want a good laugh, I like throw up the background and be like, look at this shit. Man, get your dumb ass out of here. And that's if I want to laugh. If I want to laugh, I did. Most of the time, I look at people's pictures and say, oh, okay, that looks nice. But when I keep seeing that one area of your house, that's the only clean spot. I know that. I've learned that. I've learned that over the time. It wasn't just me. Somebody else told it to me, and I started realizing it. So when you know these people off camera, you go over there, and you in that one spot. Remember, my sister had a party one day, and she invited some people from church, and the girl was like, "You got a nice house. You got a picture-taking house." So we was all looking like, "What the fuck is that?" She's like, "A nice house where you can take pictures at." I said, "Well, where the fuck she live? Like in a kennel? Like it just blew me, shocked me. I never heard nobody say that before. You got a nice picture taking house. All right, y'all. So I guess we out of questions. We out of fun. We out of time. We thought we'd come in here and shoot the brizzies, and we did. Before we go, Rodney Pierce don't have nothing else to say. Rodney ain't say another thing yet. You got anything to say, big fella from the park?
No, ma'am.
Not one. You can't think of not one thing you would want to ask a woman and get the answer to. Like, not one thing you would want to ask a woman to answer.
It's going to take too long.
You can't.
Nothing is simple with y'all.
So just ask me and see. Just ask me and see. Rodney Pierce said there's a difference between a LGBT and to her relationship. No, is there a difference between a LGBT and her to her relationship? Rodney Pierce, you gotta explain that. So I don't hetero relationship. All the relationships different. So he's saying there's a LGBT relationship and a straight person relationship. All the relationships different. They shouldn't differ, but it is a difference.
Absolutely. Almost 4 months.
You can imagine Rodney Pierce, you and your wife, and y'all been together years now. And imagine her with another woman all those years. It's a total difference. Can you imagine two women having that sex at the same time and the attitudes? Mm-hmm. And then they think, like, some of them feel like they shouldn't be the bottom and the other one should be the top, and you just don't touch me certain places. They got there's a lot of restrictions within that community. So a lot of people feel a lot of different ways. But is the relationship different? Yes. Two women, that shit is aggravating. And I'm not hypothesizing this. I'm saying it because I had one and I live with one, and I wanted to strangle her every fucking day. Every day I was like, "You waking up again today? Goddamn!" Like,
You was the boy?
no, I was. I don't even believe you just said that. I was who I am. I'm not one of those people who feel like I gotta change and I gotta put a do rag on, pants sagging. I'm not a man. I'm a lady.
I was
I'm
in
just,
one. I was
just that.
yesterday. Yesterday.
You was in one of those relationships?
No, yesterday I was in the elevator.
Uh huh.
So I let the girl go in first
Mm-hmm.
with the baby. She was pushing the baby in the stroller. She about 6'2". Her dude girl was about 5'4". The baby about 3.
So you go in and let them go first.
I let them go first. It's another dude getting on. I hold the elevator so they can go on first.
Right.
When we getting off the elevator,
Uh huh.
the young lady trying to come out first. I'm trying to get out to hold the door for her so
Yeah.
she can bring
She
her and
come
the
right
baby out.
Because you got in last, so that means you got to go out first.
Exactly. So I'm trying to go out and also hold the door for
Yeah.
the little dude girl.
She treated you small,
Yeah,
yeah.
she trying to flick my arm out the way. So I like John pushed her.
What's wrong with you, little girl?
Little girl. So
What
she
about
like,
when she was downstairs and I held the door so she could
Oh,
get the stroller in?
So she like, bruh, nah, that's my girl. A few words exchanged. I go into the office I'm going in. They come in behind me. So I turn around, I bust out laughing at her. She started laughing. She was like, yeah, you like my girl or something? She look good, don't she?
No.
Nah. She like Rasputia. So now I was worried more about a girl than you. But I was like, no, sis. I was trying to be a gentleman and keep the door open for you, your girl, and the baby.
Yeah, and a lot of times that happens. Some people can't.
They swear everybody want their girl,
and
man. I
it's
swear.
not true. It's not true. It's not true. Because like somebody had posted, like, why do all gay women that's of a dominant nature look like Manny Fresh? And I was like, what? What? Like, that is crazy. Like, people, the things people think about the gay community is just insane. And shout out to everyone because this is Rainbow Gay Pride Month. So shout out, peace and love to that. Rodney Pierce came back with some stuff. He said, what I'm asking is, it seems both have the same issues. So what's the attraction? So the attraction is probably the mental part. Two women think on a different level. The sensualness of it. Because I can come home and have a big fella from the park because my husband, he washed my hands, hands all big, and hold your head down in the sink. But if I got a woman and I come home and ask, hey, can you wash my hair? And she will wash my hair just as sexy as she possibly can. It's a difference. When she walk different from him. The way she moves different. In the sexes, wow. Yeah. So you know Rodney Pierce as a man, what you like sexually. So can you imagine two women like that? It's mind blowing.
It's no guessing, huh? Is that what you're saying?
No guessing.
No guessing.
So what they're attracted to is what they want. The thing is, now if you want to ask me why do women take on dominant other women that are dominant, I don't know. I think when I did the one time, I think it was because it was an easier transition from dating guys to dating a girl that just like guys. But once I realized, like, I mean, she take her boxes off, she got the same thing I got. This shit made no difference. So after that, I didn't date another one. So I don't know, Rodney Pierce. I think the attraction is the person. You just like your heart beats for your wife and you love your wife. Other women heart beat for other women. I love her. I'm attracted to her. I mean, you can look at a woman and say, damn, they some thick legs. Gosh, she look good. Her mouth, just every sensual thing about her. And other women feel like that about other women. You'll be surprised. There's more of them who think that way that don't even say it out loud. They probably got husbands. I know some bitches that say they in a book club. Oh, I shouldn't tell it, but they in the book club. When really, they getting freaked out. So, right, it is the difference. He said that's the physical, but they fight and argue just the same, laughing my ass off. Well, everybody fight and argue. Everybody, I'm a person in my mind, I don't know why, I think there should not be arguments in relationships. I feel like when you feel some kind of way, say you feel some kind of way and take a moment. Different parts of the house, take a moment. By the night we come back together, we're gonna piece this out.
Yeah, it's time for you to wrap the show up, cause I'm not believing you on that.
But I that's just how I feel. I don't want to argue with my person. If I do, I don't want to see you. I need a whole break, like a whole break, because I don't know how to argue and calm right down. Like somebody argue and then hit you back and say, "Oh, what you doing? Bitch, what the fuck you think I'm doing? I'm blowing the house up." Cause we was just beefing. What the?
Okay.
I'm not one of those kind of people.
I get that. I
So every relationship right now is argue. You don't have to be gay or straight to have an argument. Things go wrong. She might argue because she used too much of her hair products. It could be anything. She might argue because she switched past another nigga. Like you, it could be anything. Just like you would argue with your wife over anything. It's not that their relationships have different rule sets. They got the same emotional attraction, physical attraction, and issues as other people. It's just how they work them out. How do you deal with arguing with your wife? Do you beef with her? Do you yell back and forward? We had a guest here, shout out to Tavon Vegas, without said he don't even want his wife to come home and tell him emotional things until she calmed down. Because he want all of the emotion out of because he want to find out what happened, and basically who I got to go on this job and lean on that mess with my wife. But if you come home, oh my God, I can't believe it. So everybody was taking what he was saying, I think, wrong. But I got what he was saying. If she come home and complain about her emotions, he don't have nothing. Like he got to take whatever that is. And now he feeding off that. So what the fuck? Somebody said what? Did what? So now he's swollen up in the chest trying to get to the job when Miss Sally really only hearing they broke and she just didn't know your wife couldn't speak every fucking day. She ain't ignoring her.
Right.
So sometimes I think people overdo emotions in relationships, and that's gay or straight. I just think it's too emotional. He says, so as with all things, it's simply a choice. It's simply a choice. That's what it is, Rodney Pierce. This has been your girl, Miss V, Straight Talk with Miss V, throwing questions out there today. We appreciate y'all. Talk to you next week. Peace, love.